Sometimes having limited storage space can be a blessing. When it comes to decluttering, there are two ways of looking at storage. Either you think of a situation where there is not enough space to store the stuff that you have, or that you have too much stuff for the space that is available to you. It depends on where you start looking. If you start looking at, this is the space I've got, and then think, how much can I fit into this? That's a different approach from, I've got all this stuff, where can I fit it? Keeping that in mind, let's look at a particular place, the kitchen, and even more particular, food storage. And I'm not talking about fresh produce like vegetables and fruit, things that are meant for consumption straight away, but for things that are more long-term, like dry food, like tinned foods, like preserves. Those tend to come in two different types. Either you fall under the school of thought that says, I use particular types of canned foods, of tins, of dry food, and you go through it and replenish as you go along. Or you are the school of thought that says, okay, I'll stock up on all kinds of stuff, and at some point in the future, I'm going to use it. Well, going back to the first school of thought, you're very likely to use up your stuff as you go along, and there isn't really much of a chance of things going bad. However, if you are in the second camp, not only do you need a lot more storage, but also because of the fact that you're buying things just in case, there is a good likelihood that some of the stuff that you have kept over a long period of time isn't good anymore. It is very important that you have a storage facility that allows you to see very quickly what has gone off. And it's also important to regularly check. This being said, the ideal storage solution for food is one where you can see everything. So there's no point in having narrow shelves where you push everything to the back and you have to take out the front three items to see what's in the back. It's very likely that the stuff in the back is dead and gone by the time you actually look at it. So there is a reason to store in a particular way. There's also good reason to regularly check. And keep in mind, the best buy date on any tinned products is just a rule of thumb. You may go over it. Best buy just means that the taste might go off after that period. However, it also indicates that if you use something that is past its best buy date, you may want to check twice if it's still good. That goes for dry food as well. Dry food tends to be thought of as keeping forever. However, while it may still be edible, dry food tends to lose its flavor over a long period of time. And that goes for herbs, that goes for dried beans, that goes for lentils, that goes for pasta, that kind of thing. Give the storage options some thought. Stick to things that you're actually using. There's no point in buying something that you only use once a year and store it for a year. You may want to buy that when you're actually ready to use it. It's a good thing to have a continuous storage of things that you use regularly. It's not such a good idea to keep things for years ahead of time. Not only is there a chance it goes bad, but also it takes up a lot of space and management time because you have to constantly check if things are still good. Maybe think about these options, have a good look at your own storage, and come back next time. And above all, stay clutter aware. If you want more, there are options. Click the round logo to subscribe to this channel, or select the playlist in the middle to see more content, or check out the links in the description below. Oh, and feel free to like this video.